Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to today's video. It's a video I never ever thought for a million years I'd be making. Today we've reached the 100,000 subscribers. So I just want to say thank you so much to everybody that's kindly been supporting the channel, subscribed to the channel. It's been phenomenal. You know, when you look at the statistics, I've been looking around because, you know, like I said, I never ever dreamed of this. I never set out to get 100,000 subscribers. I just enjoy what I do. But when you think about, when you start looking into it, you know, one channel in every 350 channels reaches the level that we're at today. Goes on to say in the Google research is of the more than 51 million YouTube channels out there, there's only 306,000 have more than 100,000 subscribers. That's now 306 and one. That'll be me. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. You know, people that really know me will know that, you know, I'm not that kind of guy. Look at me, which is why I always turn around the camera and say, look, let's just go walk. You don't want to stare at me. I'm not one of these editors that wants to go to all these flashy effects and everything and look at me. You know, I just like to just show you what goes on. It's a very basic model that I use. It's a very basic format. It's just literally I wander around the streets and interview people and do the best I can. So to be at the stage that we're in now, I've got to say, is phenomenal. So what I want to do today's video is just to, number one, is to thank you so much, guys. Really is unbelievable. Thank you so much for all your support. Can't say it enough times. Number two is I just want to go through the journey. And number three, talk about the highs, the lows. Number four, I want to talk about the future. So in terms of where we are now, when I started, I came out here, what was it now, 14 years ago, and no more than that, 15 years ago now. And what we did was we set up our company. One of the things that used to annoy me was that back in the day, there was many newspapers, and a lot of what they were talking about had already happened, meaning that you'd missed the event. So I set up a Facebook page called Buzzing Pattaya, and I started to put information on there, and it slowly started to gain momentum and get views. And then I set up a company called Buzzing Media Group Limited, which is what I have now, this company. I've had it all these years. And I got three other guys came and helped me with it, and we worked together. We had a radio station, a TV station. We had a digital display system around some of the bars and restaurants here in the city centre. And we also started a YouTube channel. But the YouTube channel wasn't designed for what I'm doing now. It was designed to host videos that we'd made for customers. So we'd go off and do events. And like our very first event we published was in July the 7th, 2014. That was the Thailand Drift Series. And that was up at the the far end of the dark side of Pattaya there, up at the track. And it was a really good event, really nice. And from that, we started to evolve in going out to seeing customers and say, look, why don't we make a video for you? We'll host it on our YouTube platform. Then you can then utilize it in your own social media, whatever you want. And I was fortunate enough to work with a really good bunch of people. You know, Ian, not the Ian that you remembered recently, but a long, long time ago, Ian working with us. Megan, Tanya, Nick, Bay. You know, it was a really, really good team. And we all had our own specific. We even had a Buzzing Lifestyle magazine, if you remember that. It was a newspaper, big A4 we used to hand out around the dark side. And we started to do the videos, and the first video we did that actually got any momentum was when Megan took on who remembers the Retox Breakfast Challenge? Retox, who remembers that? So Megan went and did that. That was in October the 16th, 2015. 9 years ago, would you believe? And that was good fun. You know, we started to do stuff like that. Then we got, in June the 16th, 2020, I did my first walkabout. So if you think about 2015, and of course COVID came, and I was bored. To be honest with you. I just sat around doing nothing. I thought, do you know what? I'll grab my camera. I'm just going to walk around and see what's going on. So I did the Soilenki walkabout, and that got 2,389 views. And it was good fun. I enjoyed it. It was nice to be out and about in the fresh air. It was nice to showcase what was going on. And from that, we started to gain momentum. The biggest video I've ever done, one that I got the most amount of views, was in March the 21st in 2022. And that was titled Dangers of Breaking the 3-Day Rule. Guilty, Your Honour. And that's got 1.424 million views. It's got 1,424,121 views, which is phenomenal. You know, when I think of it, over 1 million people have watched that video, which is it's just mind-blowing. I had no idea when I did this how powerful YouTube was. I had no idea. To me, YouTube was just something you do if you were bored. I was always watching TV or working, so I never used YouTube, but now I realise how powerful it is. And when I look at the channel now, in terms of what we've achieved, January the 14th in 2021 was when I reached 10,000 subscribers. In May 18th, 2022, so just over a year and a bit later, we reached 50,000 subscribers. March the 22nd in 2023, so just under a year later, we reached 75,000 subscribers. And here we are today with 100,000 subscribers. So you can see the journey that we progressed. When I look back over the videos, 42 of the videos have achieved over 100,000 views, which is phenomenal. Yeah, it's phenomenal. In terms of what I've been doing, I've enjoyed it. I've had a really good time. When I look back, it's opened up doorways for me that I would never have had open in the past. It's allowed me to go and do videos that I've never thought about doing in the past, which is great fun. Things like Koh Samet. I went over to Koh Samet in May 2022. So that's 2 years ago. I'm going to go back there this year, and I'm going to bring a new update to the channel about Koh Samet. I love Koh Samet. I think it's one of the nicest islands here. It's only 45 minutes up the road. So again, I'm going to go and bring that to it. But I also had some hiccups. I also did some slip-ups. And one of the slip-ups, at the time, it just put me into a knee-jerk reaction. I was really worried about it. Looking back now, I was silly to be a knee-jerk reaction. I should have stood my ground, which eventually I did. But I interviewed Jay Mariner. And that was back in April 2021. And that was the first time I'd ever had any real backlash. When I say backlash, people sending me all these really horrible messages saying, what are you doing promoting this guy? He's this, that, and the other. At the end of the day, guys, I take people on face value. And I didn't really understand much of his past. I knew he was an avid football person, blah, blah, blah. And I got absolutely battered for that. To the point where I took the video down very quickly because I was quite worried about it. And then I thought about it and I thought, do you know what? No. At the end of the day, I just want to say it how it is. I'm just going to show it how it is. So I put it back up, and I even did a part 2 video to complete follow on from that. But at the time, that exposed me to some serious amount of abuse, which I didn't realise would even exist out there. So that was quite a weird one. But then on the other side of the coin, the positive was who remembers the video with Pearly G? I interviewed her in February 2022, beautiful lady, and that was just phenomenal. That got a huge amount of views, and yeah, really, really good video. It's just nice to chat to her. Likewise, I spoke to Lita. Remember Lita, the lady boy? I spoke to her in 2022. I'll try and see if I can get hold of her. She's still here, but she's out and about doing stuff. But I'll try and get hold of her again, because that one we did in 2 years ago, and that got 45,000 views. And it was just nice to talk to different people about different things and try and see, how their perspective was. The interviews I've done, I've interviewed so many of the bar owners here, people like Greg, Heavens Above. I've interviewed him, fantastic interview. I've interviewed so many, if you remember Danny at Danny's Sports Bar, what a knowledgeable man he was, fantastic interviews. Recently iRovers at Darren, he's another guy, he's been here a long time, he's done a fantastic job there at iRovers. Patrick Steakhouse, Harlan, Goldstein, all these different people I've had the pleasure of sitting down and talking to, which without the YouTube channel I'd never have done. So I've been able to bring that to the channel for you. The walkabouts. It's been weird, so many people send me emails or messages, Trev, can you go to this area? Trev, can you do that area? And yes, I do them, not a problem. I'm happy to walk around the city and just be your eyes on the ground and show you what's happening here. And, I get some people say, oh, he's just rinse and repeat. Yes, to a degree, it is rinse and repeat. However, there's quite a lot of changes between the times when I've done them. I normally use it like 6 months before I'll go back and revisit an area, because during that time, a lot of things may or may not have changed. It gives you an update as to what's happening right here, right now in the city. So the walkabouts were good fun. I enjoyed them. They were different, something that, again, gets me out of the office, gets me out and about, gets me walking around, seeing what's going on. It was great fun. I really, really enjoyed them. Live stream. Wow, live stream. If you remember my very first live stream when I was live and I didn't know that I was live, I thought I was actually practicing. That's been the toughest part. I've got to be honest with you. It's been very rewarding. It's been rewarding right now certainly in terms of the support for the girls in the bar. And again, I'd like to thank all of you for the support that you give these girls. It's phenomenal. But it's been challenging. Things like audio setup, micro. And I kind of get it in many ways that people expect it to be perfect. But the one thing about me is, I'm not perfect. At the end of the day, I do it how the best of my ability. The best of my ability isn't very good, to be honest with you, but it's the best I can do. Things like the audio failing or the camera not working properly, all these kind of situations, they happen. And I don't take them out, because I think to myself, well, if you're sat there watching me, then you're going to see it happen. So why am I going to hide it? I don't want to portray this image that I'm Mr. Perfect with my camera and all that, because I'm not. Remember my view that wasn't a view when I went up to Kaunoy. Sorry, I went up Kaunoy up to the mountain to the temple. Was so happy. I wanted to show you the view. Got all the way up there, and it was overgrown. I couldn't show you anything. Then I went back about a week later with a tripod to go and show you again with an extension pole, and they cut all the trees down and gave me the view. So it was kind of like weird that I think they were playing games with me. But the point being is I keep it real. I try to keep it as honest as I can, as real as I can, show you what's going on. People say about the food reviews that I'm biased and I get paid for them. I can honestly say to you guys, I'd say 80% of the videos I do, I don't get any money for whatsoever. Yes, I do get free food. I'm not going to lie, I get free food in quite a lot of the places I do these for. But, you know, at the end of the day, I go to places that I know are popular. And the reason I go to them is because I want you to experience them as well, because they're good places. Places like Targa House. You know, you go down to Targa House, the Indian, it's only 13.4. He's got great food. Alibaba, great food, Indian food. You know, all these places, Darren at I Rovers. There's a lot of restaurants here that have got, you know, Patrick State, all these places, Robin Hood. You know, all these places are very, very good and well worth visiting. So that's why I go and showcase them. And at the end of the day, you know, the owners, they look at the channel, think, well, look, do you know what, Trev, if you're going to be kind enough to do that, you know, we'll give you a free dinner or a free meal. That's all I do. The reason I don't go to other restaurants that I'm not sure about is because if it's rubbish, I don't want to show you. And that's just my attitude. I want to promote the places I know that are good and that have got a good long-standing history and have done well. And that way, then, I'm pretty safe in what I know I'm going to do. Regarding content, I've got to say the content is a challenge. It is challenging because you've got to think of new things all the time. I have started to go around. I'm recently going to bring a few different areas to the channel. I've got things like Bangkok and Koh Samet and Ayutthaya, all these different areas that I'm going to be hitting up. And eventually I want to travel further out, but that will come on to the end of the video with our future plans. In terms of the highs, I've met some amazing people. You know, people come here in the Buzzing Lounge, come and say hello. They're great people. Some of them become friends, you know, good friends as well. People that I wouldn't have met in the past, you know, I know now. You know, I've got some really good friends. And it's nice to go and see different places. It gives me an opportunity to go and do different things. You know, things like, I remember when I did the gliding, when the little paragliding, I mean, that was just phenomenal. I mean, it's brilliant. The takeoff and the flight was fantastic. The landing was a little bit touch and go. Yeah, I've done the ATV buggies. We've done some organised trips doing those. They're great fun, really good. Done the water park recently with the girls. You remember that video? I did the water park there with the girls. Yeah, all of these videos that I've done have become based on the fact of the YouTube channel. It's nice to get out and do different things. It's nice to bring that to town. What I'm trying to do is give you guys opportunities to see other things that maybe you wouldn't have gone to see. Things like going to Koh Si Chang, you know, up to Sriracha around there, go up to Bang Chang. All these places I try to go to where I think, do you know what, maybe you haven't been there, let me show you that, and just give you options of things to do over at Mapachan Lake, etc. All these are different things that give you a chance to see other things that maybe that you didn't have on your radar. So that's been the highs. The highs, you know, as I say, I've met some really nice people. Of course, the biggest high has to be the fact that the support from the YouTube channel has really lifted the Buzzing Lounge here in Suichaipun. No doubt about it. I would say 95% of the people that come through a door or come through from the back of the channel, and I want to say a massive thank you to all of you. A lot of guys that have come in for the first time come back time and time again because they like the vibe in here, they like the way it's set up, they like the music, they like the fact that the girls aren't pushy. All the things I'm trying to bring back is the things that I liked when I was out here, you know, no drink queens, all that kind of stuff. It was just trying to create the right atmosphere and the right vibe here in the lounge. And we're close. We're close to what I think should be a good place. And, you know, it must be working because a lot of guys come back time and time again. And, you know, over the last year we've been open here, guys go off, they go back home, then they come back again. Hey, Trevor, come back. And it's like, oh, thanks very much for coming in, my friend. Much appreciated. So, you know, the high has to be that. That really is phenomenal. To see the support I get, the amount of people that come in and say hello. And please, guys, you know, if you see me walking around the streets and I've got a camera in, don't worry, come and say hello. Come and say hello. It's part and parcel of the way the video is. It's the real world. You know, if I'm walking down the road, I get people saying, hey, Trevor, oh, sorry, your video. That's no problem, my man. Hey, how you doing, buddy? Nice to see you. So come and say hello, guys. I'm a people person. I love that side of things. So it's really good. The lows. The lows are a few lows. One is the commitment. The commitment to doing what I do, a video every day, is very demanding. And I need to look at that in the future. We'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, it's very, very demanding. So that is quite a low because I think, God, I've got to get these videos out. You know, I've done a video every single day now for over 4 years, which, without being a big head, that's a hell of a commitment and it's a hell of a delivery to do, which I've delivered every day. I've never missed a day. So, but that needs to change in the future. The hate groups. Wow. You know, I'm a grown man. I couldn't think of anything less important in my life than sitting on a computer and abusing someone just because I feel like I'm bored and I want to abuse them. That was really weird. Really, really weird. And the accusation, you know, the one that roused my cage, not so much roused it, but the one that's the most disappointed is saying that I attacked and beat up a woman. The fact is that while I was having an argument with the guy, she happened to be on the back of the bike. got off and went to hit me, and I was like, what were you doing? And I hit her hand away, and so now being, as you can imagine, next thing it's all a drama. Oh, I'm in hospital, I've got a cast, I need to pay some money, all that kind of stuff. But the fact is, I've never ever laid a hand on a woman as in attacked a woman. I just defended myself with one single move like that. And it gets pushed around, oh yeah, Trev, you're a woman beater, blah, blah. Absolute rubbish. Absolute rubbish. But at the end of the day, guys that know me will know me. Guys that don't know me, will you make your own decisions? But the fact is that's the only one. That one and the charity. But, listen, it's opinions. And I don't really like what they say, but there's not a lot I can say about it because it goes on Facebook and, they don't know nothing about it. But it's annoying more than anything. Right now, I don't really care. I ignore it all now. People come over and say, "Oh, Trev," I'm like, "Yeah," and they report the group and everything for me, which is great. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But I never realised there were people out there that just had such empty lives that they have to abuse me. Really, really weird. But anyway, there you go. So that's the lows. The lows is the commitment and the abuse I get. So there we are. What's the future? So the future is simple. I'm going to carry on doing the YouTube like I'm doing now until the end of this year. Maybe before the end of the year, I'm going to reduce it to a video every other day. That might give the videos a chance to breathe more. So I'm not quite sure about that, but we'll have a look at that side of things. So yeah, the future will be I'm going to continue the walkabouts. I'm going to try and get further around the city, further around the country of Thailand and go and explore different areas and showcase that for you so you get to see all of that. I think that'll be quite interesting. So we're going to do a lot of that. In terms here of the lounge will continue. I'm going to, as I've said, I've got a 3-year plan. I'm going to work here for the next 3 years. Once I've done my 3-year journey, then I'll see what I do and where I go with it. And hopefully eventually one day I'll retire. Bo does the editing. I think, a lot of the credit is misled. You should credit Bo for what she does with all the videos, the editing, the overlays, the text. She does all of this. She's doing a fantastic job. It's a pleasure working with Bo. It really is. She's amazing. She's just so good at her job. But, again, I'm surrounded by good people. Beer and Michael, good people. They help me with the lounge. Bo helps me with the editing. My wife's very supportive. So, again, I'm lucky there. So, all in all, everything around me is good. And I'm really, really pleased that we're on this journey. I have no idea where the journey will take me. I don't know what this year will do, where it will go. But, it is what it is. So let's see where we are with it. But one thing's for certain, it goes without saying, I just want to say again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for all of the support. Thank you so much for the subscribing, for the journey that we've been on together. It's been amazing. If there's any content you would like me to produce, any videos you'd like me to go and make for you, anything you think that might be of interest for the channel, please send me an email, 247pattaya@gmail.com, and I will happily add it to my to-do list and do the very best I can. No problem whatsoever on that one. All right, there we are. That's it. 100,000 subscribers. Wow. Who'd have thought that, eh? Who would have thought that? And I don't even look like Brad Pitt. What's that all about? Anyway, right, there we are. That's it today. Thank you so much, guys. Please, as always, remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. I'm working hard on our Instagram. Please have a look at Instagram. If you want to see lots of nightlife videos, up-to-date, on-point videos of Dan Soy 6, 7, 8, all around Pattaya, all those places, girly bars, etc. Please have a look on Instagram and please follow us. It helps me when I'm talking to the bar owners. Say, look, guys, I'll just do a little free video for you. It doesn't cost you a single penny, just showcase your bar. But we've got 20,000 plus viewers, so that would be great. Likewise on TikTok, have a look on TikTok. Bo's working very hard on TikTok. If you use TikTok, please jump on there and subscribe. Give her a boost because she works so hard on it. So please join us there on TikTok. That's all daytime stuff. Hotels, beaches, restaurants, tourist attractions, all those kind of things. So have a look on TikTok. And if you haven't already, please join us on Discord. Discord is totally free of charge. Over 20,000 members on there. It's a wealth of information. It's a great platform for you to get information, etc. So please have a look on that. And if you'd like to support the channel and the work that I do, your support is much appreciated. It allows me to go and do what I'm doing. Please join us here on YouTube. Become a member on the YouTube. Once you become a member, please send me over a confirmation of your membership. And then what we'll do is we'll add you to our members-only Discord group. All right, guys. Well, have a great day. Once again, thank you so much for all your support. It's been amazing. Thank you so much to you guys. Have a great day. And wherever you are in the world, stay safe.